It's the Mortgage Hour, courtesy of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Call them right now. Loan officers are standing by at 718-380-0006. Call First Republic Mortgage Bankers right now for all your purchasing and refinancing needs.
There's so much disinformation going on around my industry that just by showing people, shining a flashlight into the dark, has helped this community so much, because people now understand the roles of mortgage brokers, that they're basically middlemen.
Because of you. Because of First Republic
I think
Mortgage
I've helped.
I think you have definitely done that.
You can ask any middleman.
If there are any left around, because you've eliminated.
Yes, a lot of them are gone. And, you know, the main thing is that I want to have an impact, a positive impact on people's lives.
Right.
And more people who I help to realize, because I don't have to worry about the market. The market goes up, the market goes down, rates go up, rates go down.
Right.
As long as I can reach out to the people that I know by demographics, by Fannie Mae studies, 4 out of 10 tenants can fire their landlord in their current economic situation. If they call 718-325-5555, they can get pre-approved by John Fahim, senior loan officer, in the studio. So almost half of all tenants can buy a home these days, utilizing my programs. So by reaching out to you via the radio like I am right now, or on television, or through the newspaper, I'm enlightening you to what you can do. On the other side, there's many of you who've already made that great leap, and you own a house. And you're a great example for those who have not, because now you have credit card debt, maybe just like so many others. The country has the most credit card debt ever, and the credit card companies have found these great ways to whack you. Do you know that I read an article how banks, big banks, how they're making up for losses that they have in some of them in subprime mortgages?
How is that?
Credit card fees. Those late fees. They love it when you're late. They love it when you're late. They love to because they charge you late fees, and then they jack your rate up as high as 43%. Look at your credit card, folks. Look at your statement. See what you're paying in interest. See how sometimes, even when you pay off your bill in full, at the end of the month, they still hit you with a finance charge because they look at an average amount that was on your card.
Right.
It's a bunch of BS. They did it. It happens to me frequently. I have to call up, and when I call up, they take it off.
Yeah. I don't want to get into that, man. I don't want to get into that whole long thing about calling up people. One of the things I must say, like, I got into the habit of having my assistant handle everything. And she does a magnificent job, a great job. She makes, as a matter of fact, she has really changed my life tremendously. She makes sure that my bills get paid on time. She makes sure that everything is taken care of on time. She structures my day, my week, my month. Everything is taken care of properly and solidly. Everything is just on time. Everything is just right. However, I'm realizing that although that's being done, you yourself need to look into the details of the bills. For example, why is your Verizon bill $200 when a few months ago it was only $39? Little things like that. You as a person need to look at those things.
Have you noticed how complicated Verizon bills are? The Verizon Wireless?
Let's not even talk about that, man.
Because
those ass H's put that thing on my credit report for $208, man, and I was so upset. I ripped them a new one. People, you must pay attention because these things pop up in your credit report and it's not really your fault. And I'm realizing that so many things pop up in individuals' credit report and it's not really their fault. Anyway, the point I am trying to make is this, people. Pay attention. And I've got to admit this before Fatah gets back to the music. I have listened to a lot of individuals on this station. I'm not lying. And I've listened to a lot of individuals on other stations. I've watched the late night TV thing. I've done all of that. Okay, checked out everything. Okay, and I've listened to a lot of individuals who can speak very well. Speak very well, deliver themselves very well. But there are only a few who's not pulling stuff from out of their asphalt. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because a lot of folks deliver themselves very well, but when it comes to the substance, when you get to the table, they're not delivering themselves solidly.
Here's one I like to hear people say. Well, if you hear people quoting low rates, they don't know what your situation is. How can they quote a rate? We can't quote a rate till you talk to us. And that's a bunch of bull. At First Republic, we're glad to say, listen, we have this great program, an FHA program, government-backed program, and we can help you refinance. Here's the rate, the APR, the cost per thousand. and we'll tell you the benefits of it. And you call to find out the details. But we're willing to say this is what our rate is, because our rate is 0.5% to more below what other people in the marketplace are charging. And besides the fact that that's more than 3% lower than some of these subprime mortgage brokers are charging. So folks, don't buy the hype. Make the call to the lending institution. 13 years we've been here. We have the approvals. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, seller, servicers. That means we can securitize loans in packages if we want directly to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, the largest institutional buyers of mortgages. No mortgage broker can say they can do it. Almost all the funding companies don't have those approvals. FHA, direct endorsement. VA, direct approved. And Sony May. Special programs, government programs. I want you to take the time, folks, and speak to John Fahim. Talk to him about the 5.875% for refinancing, government-backed fixed rate, where we can lock in that rate for you. And we've helped so many people who are house rich and cash poor to be able to cash in and get rid of their credit cards and start their life financially revitalized, completely new.
You know what? When we come back after the music, sweep before Fata Diamond shoots me in the head here. All right? What I need for you to speak about, Mr. Siskin, is I want for you to speak about the individuals out there who are getting ready to fall into foreclosure. I want you to speak to the individuals, educate them about being proactive on the mortgage that they took out 1 year, 2 years ago, and what could potentially happen in the next 3 months. Let's educate the people out there who are holding mortgages and know that in a couple of months they're probably not going to be able to handle those mortgages. What do they need to do now? Let's talk about whether or not they have good credit now, and it's going to be screwed up if they go into foreclosure. With that said, we're going to get to the music. However, for purchasing and refinancing, give us a call here in the studios. We are willing to stay as long as you want on the phone lines just to talk with you, just to give you information. And then you can move on if need be. We don't even need to take any information from you. We just want to educate you. If you want to give your information, that is entirely up to you. No twisting of the arms. We just want you educated before you make a decision to go elsewhere. And we can do better. Call us right now. The number here at the Link Up Studios for First Republic Mortgage Bankers being in the studios, the number is 718-325-5555. Let me tell you, the office number is 718-380-0006. And also, the toll-free number is 1-800-QUICK-LOAN. But call us here at the studios and let us explain the No Money Down program, the No Doc program, the government-backed program. Let us explain how you can get 4.75% for purchasing, 5.875% for refinancing. Let us educate you. After that, you can do anything you want to do with the education. But please, be informed, and as Scott said, not disinformed or misinformed.
All right, the misinformation. Folks, listen, I am reaching out right now to those of you out there that are house rich and cash poor. We have the power to transform your lives. And I don't say that lightly because it is a fact. We have success stories. Your success story is waiting to be written. I don't care if you've been rejected or not. Make the phone call to John Fahim in the studio at 718-325-5555. Find out how you can get rid of your credit card. 718-325-5555. Find out how you can get the money you need for home improvements. 718-325-5555. Find out how you can get the money to buy a second home. 718-325-5555. House rich, cash poor? It's your turn to shine. 718-325-5555. First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Florida, South Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Maine. Headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York. Don't forget to tune in to the early ride home every Monday from 5 to 8 o'clock. And also every single day to the Winner's Circle from 11 to 12 on Link Up Radio.